Hi, and welcome to Biz Dev Weekly, the business development show. I'm Kersten Kloss, and I'm joined here with Chris Hamilton from salestipaday.com. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Kersten.
So today our topic is going to be how to use chat in order to generate sales leads, and more specifically, chat on a website. Chris, can you maybe elaborate a bit on this whole idea of chat interaction with leads?
Sure, Kersten. It's having a live chat function on your website is something it's not necessarily new. It's been available for quite a few years, but you have to take an understanding of how to leverage it and use it properly. So, on average, what you find is about 80% of people that hit your website will leave and never come back again. And if you could even engage with a small portion of those people, you have a tremendous opportunity to turn these people into a sales lead and potentially a client. And the reason being is because they've come to your website for a reason. They found you somehow. And the reason they're backing off is because they can't find the information that they need. And you give them no means for engaging with you to figure out what it is they're actually trying to get answered. I'll give you some ideas here. I've done some online research, and this was a report done through Deloitte. 60% of people are going online to find out about local services and products. I've actually seen statistics higher than that, but I'll use that. It comes from Deloitte. 83% of these people need help during their investigation online. So a lot of times people will come online and start investigating something that they're looking for. And 83% of these people need your help. So if you're not engaging with them, 83% of these people will go elsewhere to figure out someone that will actually engage with them. 71% of these people expect immediate assistance when they're online and want their questions answered. And 48% of them will actually leave if you actually do not engage with them, never to come back again. That's also part of that 80% that just never come back ever again. So as I'm looking at more stats here that I've been able to uncover. But what we do is we run a process where we put a live chat widget up on a website, and we engage with people based on certain parameters of what they're doing on your website. So let's say, for example, a new visitor comes to your website and is there for more than 30 seconds on a specific page for a product. What we can do is trigger something that puts a live chat box up saying, hey, I see you're looking at this. Can we help you with any questions that you might have? Some people may just blatantly ignore this or back right out of the site. Other people will go, you know what? Yeah, I am actually trying to figure out something. What can you tell me about this? And then you start engaging in this conversation with the ultimate goal of, hey, how'd you like to talk to someone from the company, or how'd you like to figure out more? Or give us your name and email, and we'll get engaged with you on this sort of stuff. When it comes to certain parameters around this sort of stuff, some more stats that happen on this are 7.5 people that are engaged in a conversation or approach you in a conversation. Literally 7.5. The odds of them becoming a client are 7.5 times greater because you're actually engaging with them, answering their questions. On average, 24% of these people that you engage with will become clients. They spend on average 55% more. Now, here's a kicker though. If you actually prompt them and get engaged with them, 9.5 times, it's a 9.5 times greater chance that these guys will become clients. So let's think about this for a sec. I'm engaging with people that would not have become clients anyways, and I'm turning them into a sales funnel. And not only that, 24% of the time they buy and they spend 55% more than most customers. That's a tremendous stat that I think you should leverage.
Chris, is that because you're engaging them in a conversation about solving problems and kind of pulling out new opportunities through that dialogue? Is that what's happening?
Absolutely, Kersten. I mean, it is. It's just a dialogue that's happening, and it's a sales interaction actually that's happening with people. So, what we have is we have a solution where we use English-speaking people, people from North America, who are monitoring your website on a regular basis. And what they're doing is they're looking for these types of people that they can engage or interact with and answer questions. Now, how we do this sort of stuff is we start with 1 or 2 pages on your website so that these people get familiar with what your offering is so that they can answer certain questions. One thing they won't do is they won't go into the depth and detail that you would probably know or your sales reps would know about this product or service that you offer. But they get enough information and understanding that they can engage people and get them coming through to contacting you as well.
So it is kind of like a receptionist live. Is that what you're saying?
It is, but a lot of these people are actually highly educated. And in fact, what happens is it's a lifestyle change. They've gone down to places like Mexico where they're looking for a little relaxation, a little hotter climate than maybe here in Calgary where we live. And they're looking for something to do. And this fills the void for them. It allows them to generate a steady stream of income. And like I say, a lot of these people are very highly educated. They're just looking for a way to potentially work and stay in that environment. So it's a lifestyle change. Now,
Chris, is this kind of only going to apply to like online products? Like if you have a product catalog on your website and people need to be directed to where they want to buy stuff, or is this appropriate for a complex sale?
It's appropriate for any type of sale, Kirsten, is what it comes down to. Online works very well. Offline, or anything that you're selling that's a physical, tangible item that you have to engage people in a sales process, it works on both sides. One thing I do want to bring up is that our service, we offer 3 different pricing models against this. We can do a pay for service where you actually pay us to manage this and monitor it online. We also have a service where we will actually charge you based on leads that come through to you. And last but not least, we will actually do it on a pay for performance, which is a commission-based process that's wrapped around this. So one of those should fit your model or your pricing strategy somewhere. And if you'd like to find out more, you can fill out the forms that are located on the webpage or give us a call at the information that's provided as well. Kirsten, do you have any other questions?
No, I mean, I've been using this now for probably, well, I've been aware of it for now a couple of years in the technology side, and I never really thought of it as a lead gen. I always thought more of a kind of a customer service tool that certain websites had. But then when I put it on my own site, I just put it as a passive kind of, if somebody wants to leave some information, they ask a question and it comes through my email. But now that I'm running it live with an actual live attendant, I'm converting more business. It's almost an instant result. And it's also kind of interesting because you can monitor it, and you can actually get you have your finger on the pulse of your website, and you know who's on the website, what they're looking at, and what they're interested in. You actually get pop-ups seeing what's happening on the website. Now, it doesn't mean that I have to look at that all the time. It's just as curious to see the kind of traffic and when it happens. It's a very, very interesting tool, and it's definitely helping me.
It's a very powerful tool. I have a client that actually was generating about $200,000 a month in sales leads off the process, and they were doing it offline. They had no one actively engaged on it, and now we're just moving them towards being into an engaged model on this.
We're in an impulse world. Everything around us is bombarding us. There's tons of information constantly being thrown our way. The internet is such an impersonal world for most that this really does stand out. It does really differentiate my website, and I imagine most companies, their websites will really stick out with this kind of tool in there. Good find, Chris.
Key, Kirsten, to making this work, though, is monitoring it on a regular basis, and you probably don't have the staff that can do it. That's where we come in and we engage with them. So once again, give us a call, fill out the form, and engage with us, and we'll get back to you.
You're watching Biz Dev Weekly, the business development show with Chris Hamilton, and I'm Kersten Kloss. Thanks all for watching.
Thank you.